So thank you so much for joining us today on the daily Q&A. This question today comes in from Rebecca. How do we create distances from our thoughts when they enter? How do we step back? Can you share the actual steps and process and how to do that? Okay, so let's just go through this a little bit. And then maybe we'll take another question as well that'll go, okay. Well, you know what? Let's push that question off for now, Rebecca. Thank you for it, because we're going to talk about it tomorrow. The question I want to hit is from Ken. I found that when I cannot do something that has become routine or has become ritual, it makes me feel uneasy or I feel off track. Any thoughts or techniques to avoid becoming obsessive about routines? Awesome. Okay. So the whole goal of a routine is supposed to change you, right? You know your routine. So yesterday we started talking about this idea of the life span of a routine. Then the beginning of a routine, it feels like it's not you. You got to fight. That you feel like a hypocrite. The second stage of the routine is that fight to make it stick, right? Because you got to get it to stick no matter what, and you got to adjust it. At some point, that routine becomes part of who you are. Now, the good news about a routine, feeling obsessed about routine, is that it's actually taking form. So you have to get to a place where when you're not doing that routine, it's good to feel as if something's wrong. That means you've done your job. That means your brain says, it's 9 a.m. How come we haven't done this before? So whenever somebody feels about a routine, like if right now you've been journaling for like 2 weeks, and now let's assume you journal at 6, and now it's 7, and you're like, I didn't journal. Gosh, I didn't journal. And you're upset to some extent. That's a really good thing, because what you're doing is you're actually aligning your brain to doing the things that you want. And the things that you want are now feeling normal. Like, think about just how much one has grown by then. But it's important that now you don't get overrun by last year's routines. So just the fact that you can do a routine enables you to understand that I can change my brain. And for the most part, if you feel obsessive about your routines, that's a really good thing, because that means that your brain now feels comfortable doing the things that you put in it and not something that was put in by you. However, and this is an important, I guess this is good you asked the question, Ken, because I think we're getting towards, this is like part 2 from yesterday. So yesterday we spoke about the first part of the routine. Now let's speak about the second part of the routine. Routines work for you. You don't work for your routine. So in a way, you have to be careful even on your routines. And here's why. Because as you gain visibility, as you go down the road in life, you gain more visibility. Okay, so when you were 18, you may say, I know what I want to do in my life. I want to do this. And then you go, okay, and you build the routines. And now you do this and this and this and this and this. And you got a full program that is going to align to take you to the goal that you set for 18. You start doing stuff. And you go down the road. I'll give an example. Let's assume you want to be an athlete. Okay. So you want to be a professional basketball player. Okay. So you're 18 years old and you got it. So wake up in the morning and take shots and do this and work out. Okay. You start going down the road and you realize, I don't want to play. I want to coach. Now, if you want to coach, your routines that you set up to play are not going to get you coaching. So you got to change your routines. But you didn't have visibility when you were 18. The only reason why you had visibility is because you went down the road of these rituals that got you in the game. And when you got in the game, now you're playing at a professional level. Now you can see it for what it is, and now you can make your adjustments. So you have to understand, this is the most important part to this. This is why this whole world of like, find out what you want to be at 18 is so flawed. It's so flawed that like you have to pick your career before you're even 21. Like, people are pushing kids to pick careers in high school. In high school, like, you can't even drive and you're going to determine the next 50 years of your life. It's such a flawed concept. The way it really should work is you got to do something. So if you're going to pick a career, fine, but it's just a direction. You're always evolving to understand yourself. So when you live in this world of vision, I want to go here, and then routines, rituals, this is how I change my mind to make it feel natural. What's going to happen is you're going to walk down a road, And when you walk down a road, you're going to see things you didn't see 10 steps behind you. The ability to make adjustments on your own routines is just as critical as the ability to put a routine that you didn't have in at all. So it's the same exercise. It's just the faith that now you know how the system works, and now you have to take what you've done and adapt it. So I have a routine, let's say for my children, and I go down the road with my kids, and then what happens is the kids get older. If I'm still reading Goodnight Moon, and my kid is now 14, I got a problem. If I stop reading Goodnight Moon, so when they were 3, I read Goodnight Moon every night at 8 o'clock, and that was our time. Now they're 12 and they're too busy, so now I stop reading Goodnight Moon. Now I got nothing with them. That's also a problem. But once I understand that my routines can be built by me, and I get good at this game, I know myself. I start, it's going to be hard. My brain's going to say, don't do it. I got that script from like 8 years old. Okay, push that. Then I'm going to get there. First week's going to be easy. I'm good like that. Second week's okay. By third week, I'm always going to give up. I always give up in my third week. I got to give myself this reward because I love this and I never treat myself, right? You're going to learn how to build routines. That's even more valuable than the routine itself. You see that? Like, I want to journal. I never journaled before. And now I'm doing it at 6 a.m. And I'm doing it, and I'm doing it, and I'm doing it, and I'm doing it. And then I realize, oh man, 6 is not the right time. It really should be 9, let's say. Or it's not 30 minutes, it's too much. I really need to do 12 minutes. Or it's not 3 minutes, it's too little. I need to do 20 minutes. Okay. The greatness about building routines is not the next routine. It's that now you understand how you build routines. So as you become obsessive as that routine becomes so implanted in you that it's obsessive, it's only showing you that this works. So now I got to start to pull back even further and say, okay, this works. I didn't do this 2 months ago. And now if I go to bed not doing it, I feel bad. Like, I can change my life. Okay, how do I do this? Like, how does it work? I pick, I choose, I gotta create my vision. I gotta make sure it's the right thing. I gotta do it. Your brain's gonna say, don't do it, push through that. Your brain's gonna say, give up, push through that. Around week 4. And now you're teaching yourself how to ritualize your life, which will only enable the ritualizing process to be quicker and stronger, because your brain's going to go, oh man, here comes another routine. We're not fighting this. And now all that talk is going to go down, because your brain knows once you put it down on a piece of paper, it's over. So I was telling you I don't know if I said this with you with the working out and losing weight part of my life, how I'm all in and then I lose it. I'm all right. So when I was really going like this, that's exactly what I was doing. I was like, okay, I'm going to work out. Here's what I'm going to feel. Okay, week 2, week 3, whenever it is, it's always around that time. I'm thinking, what am I doing this for? I'm a middle-aged Jew. What am I doing? I gotta lose this much weight. Come on. Same line, same give up. Stick with it. I don't see results. You start learning about how hard it is for you to make the routine. And once you start playing, and I'll say this and I'll stop. Once you start ritualizing how to make a ritual, you see that? Now it's over. Once you ritualize the ritual process, once you know every move your brain's going to play, once you know all the scripts your brain's going to say, once you get through all that process to get you to that ritual from, I think this is a good idea, to I'm obsessed about it, once you nail that period down and you can now control that factory line, I mean, we're gaining control of the mechanism. All right, hope that helps. Thank you, Ken, and thanks for who you are. Thanks, everybody. And please feel free to send in questions, charlie@charlieharary.com. Also, if you want to find out how to get this on demand or watch this live, please do so as well. This is every day on all the different platforms. It's been an honor, guys and ladies. And with God's help, I cannot wait to see you again tomorrow.